It's me. Woo! Listen, I don't know. I tell you, boy, with some friends you can't get nothing done, but with some friends you got a lot of cheerleading going on, a lot of inspiration. I just want to say thank you to that friend who said, "Go live, help somebody else out." So, for those of you who don't know, um, this week I was committed to a big project for a company that I work for. And I knew it was going to be a challenge, but I gave my word, right? And I committed to it. And I often tell people, don't give your word if you're not going to stick with it. Thanks, guys, for joining. Come on in. If you give your word, stick to it. If you commit to a thing, stick to it. It's not going to be easy all the time. I know. And this week, this week has been a challenge, but it stretched me and it allowed me to realize that, hey, you really can do this thing. What is it I'm coming on here to say to you? I'm coming on here to say and be an inspiration to someone. Look at the picture. You set a goal. You made the plan. Get to work. But most importantly, stick to it. You reach your goal and you're smiling. I'm about to be smiling. I'm actually contemplating jumping in my pool. Full sail. If you don't know what full sail means, with the clothes I got on, who's got time to change into a bathing suit? Because that reminds me, when I finished my degree, I literally hit the submit button to the last project I had to do, and I had on a t-shirt and shorts. My sister was swimming in the pool, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and she's like, "What happened?" I said, "I'm done." She said, "What you mean you're done?" I said, "I finished my degree courses." And I just jumped in the deep end of the pool, full sail. I feel like doing that today. Because it is a good thing to keep your word. Because we say we follow the laws and commandments of the Father, the Most High. We want to be like our Messiah, Yahusha. We need to put those words into action. Many of you have been home now almost 2 months. Come on, 2 whole months, and you ain't did nothing. You've been yapping, you've been planning, but you haven't gotten to work. And some of you have gotten to work and then you just got lazy, you got tired, and you just gave up. But in the meantime, while you're giving up, everybody around you is accomplishing goals. They're achieving things, and you're scratching your head like, well, why you can't? Because maybe you are Netflixing and chilling too much. You're Amazon priming too much. You're shopping online, spending money you really don't have to replace at the moment, and you're wondering, how am I going to survive? The Father has given you a vision. What are you doing with that vision? I gave my word. I had a call with my boss today, and I said, I'm going to get it done. And I turned around and I'm like, ooh, I got 2 more stacks of papers to go through and I'm going to be done. And it's only going on 3 o'clock. I can finish by accomplishing everything else I promised, getting the paperwork and stuff where it needs to be. What am I saying? I gave my word, I made a commitment, and I'm getting it done. What's your excuse? Your excuses will kill your dreams. Your excuses are like weeds in your flower bed, stifling, choking the life out of your plant. Stop making excuses. It's a great thing to be able to give your word and keep it. Listen, man, because hallelujah, when you give your word, there are people that are depending on you accomplishing what you said you're going to do. There are people depending, you hear that? Depending, they're holding on with their fingernails, waiting, they're holding their breath, waiting for you to do what you said you're going to do. There are people relying on people's lives are in the balance, waiting on you to do what you said you're going to do. And I can apply that to the project I'm doing right now and the projects I still have on my plate that are being worked on. There are people waiting for me to accomplish all the things I said with my big mouth that I'm going to do. What is your excuse? So the next time you scratching your head trying to figure out, how am I going to get out of this situation? How am I going to get out of this hole? Maybe it's because you didn't commit completely. You just verbally did it, but in your heart you weren't really committed. Because when you align what your mouth say and your heart feeling. You know, when the two connect, then you get this supernatural power come over you, this supernatural energy, this injection of spiritual adrenaline, if it were, to get you done. Listen, people who know me, and who've been in contact with me this week, they know I've been busting grapes. That's the closest I can come to it right now. I've been busting grapes. I've been working, sleeping very little. I've been working. I've been busy. I've been what? Working. And when you work, you get paid. When you work, you eat. When you work, you survive, you live. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? I don't mind sewing. I don't mind helping. I don't mind assisting. But my job is not to do your work. That's your job. So who are you now blaming as a cause for you not achieving the things that you're supposed to do? Hallelujah. And I'm going to just do a segue here because I'm going to just kill two birds with one stone. Y'all stick with me. This ain't going to be long because I got work to do. Trust me, I'm about to jump off in a minute. I remember doing a teaching. I don't even know if it was in a private group or it was on my page. Probably on my page. I don't know. But I made an analogy to a brown paper bag. And someone brought that up today. And I don't know if they realized that I spoke on it and that's why it was in their spirit, but I did. We so busy waiting for the Father to bring us our blessing on a silver platter. Forget silver. Y'all want platinum and gold platter. Silver is beneath you. But when he decides to bring your blessing, your assistance, the missing piece to your puzzle in a brown, greasy paper bag, you turn up your nose and you turn your head like you're too good for that. They say, you know, in the literary world, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, some books really have some bad covers, but they really are good books and vice versa. Listen, somebody turned up their nose at the brown paper bag that I was giving them because they lack vision, they lack spiritual connection, they have no insight. Maybe I was wrapping it in a brown paper bag because this is what they call humble beginnings, but if you could just see the end. Every journey starts somewhere. Journeys don't start at the finish line. Let me let that sink in. Journeys don't start at the finish line. They start at the beginning. They start at the starting line. They start where? A race starts, how's the runner positioned at the beginning of a race? Crouching down. They are like almost kissing the floor almost, right? Kissing the track. They are down in a crouch position. But they're in that position so they can explode out of the starting blocks, right? And how do they cross the finish line? Still in a crouching position? No, they are standing upright and they are sailing through the tape. On your mark, get set, go. Set your goal. Make the plan. Get to work. Stick to it. Stop making excuses so you can reach your goal and you could be smiling like that smiley face or jumping in the pool, which I just might do when I'm done, because listen, it's like a weight off of me. And I know you have weights with an S on you, but how many of those are still on you because you are making excuse after excuse? And for those of you who feel your blessing need to come on a chariot out of the sky, it need to be sweet and perfumed up. Let me give you a tip. Be on the lookout for the greasy brown paper bag. Be on the lookout for the one who really can't talk too good. You know, they stutter, they stammer, they don't have great command of the English language or whatever tongue is your first language. They may not smell good. They may not look good. They may look real scruffy. Come on now. You understand what I'm saying? They may be at the beginning stages of their vision and their dream, but they are, the Father placed you in their spirit so that you could be on the ground floor, so you can have tenure. You business people, you know what I'm talking about. You got seniority on the job. You've been there the longest. You got tenure. You got seniority. You be the first in line to get promoted because what? You got the experience. You got experience. experience in the business. Everything starts at the bottom. Nothing starts at the top. You don't believe me? Go look at the tallest building and see if you could find video footage on YouTube or on the internet, or even photographs of when they started. To build a building, you need to what? Cut the ground so you could what? Make the foundation. Go look at how a building is built, please. That is how everything starts. That's how everything is built. Relationships, businesses, homes, ideas start out by cutting the ground. Your mind is the ground that has to be cut. The plan helps to set the foundation. Now you got to get to work, which is building the walls, putting in the windows, putting in the doors, putting the roof. You ain't going to get to the roof if you don't stick with it. Anyway, I just came on here to encourage somebody because I am beyond encouraged. I'm about to just shut this off and start screaming because I could see I am 2 steps literally away from the finish line. And I can't stress enough this week how big a project this was. This really was a 2-week project that I busted grapes, okay, to get it done in a week. And I'm not bragging. I'm here to encourage you because I didn't make an excuse. I was tired. I said, yeah, well, there goes another cup of coffee. I chewed more chewing gum because chewing gum helps me stay awake. I ate more sugar than I needed to eat, but I did what I had to do. And the Father was so great that the little sleep I got, He allowed me to wake up rejuvenated. What's your excuse? Tip, I don't like people with excuses. If you are a person who always full of excuses, you and I will not walk together long. Because excuses, remember, are like weeds that choke the life out of the plant you are trying to grow. I hope this encouraged somebody. The last video I did talking about numbers, I did it 2 days ago? I've been getting like mad dreams and revelation, and I've been birthing a lot of dead and alive things. And other people have been coming to me. If it has also been happening for you, please go back to that video and leave a comment. Be an encouragement to someone else. It's also posted on my YouTube channel. Because like I tell people, I know I'm not the only one that the Father's talking to. Can't be. I refuse to believe that. And just like I'm trying to encourage you, be an encouragement to someone else, including me. Let me know, hey, I gave birth to some dead things this week already. I've seen manifestation of the things that He's promised me. I've gotten revelation in my dreams. I've had daytime visions. Come on, man, I'm not the only one doing it. I'm sharing with you, not to brag or boast, but to encourage you, to be an encouragement, right? There's so many people. Listen, I feel for the people who are shut in and who don't have one goal in life. And they just wasted the last 6 weeks or whatever length of time they were in shut in or quarantine or self-distancing, self-isolation, whatever phrase you want to call it. I feel so bad. And I know some friends that's on my job that are like that. And excuse me, I cringe when I talk to them because they trying to figure out how to go day to day. They ain't got nothing to do. And I'm saying, what you mean? You ain't got nothing to do. I don't say it to them, but I be thinking it. What you mean you ain't got nothing to do? There's so much opportunity to do things, to learn new things, to put things into practice. Now's the time to try that thing you've been dying to do, but you couldn't because you were working 3 jobs. Now you ain't got no job, but you got time. Time is money. Whether you working it on a job and getting paid, or you working the foundation of a thing to give you future benefits. Somebody need to replay this because that just went over somebody's head. You need to replay this video. I'm about to jump off. I promised myself 15 minutes. Replay this video and hear the nuggets that were dropped. I'm not the only one working the vision, working their plan. You don't get to jump in the pool. You don't get to eat that sweet dessert. You don't get to watch that movie until you do something with the vision that the Father has given you. See, that's how I have to do myself. I don't allow myself no pleasure until I get work done. That is how I stay pushing and busting up some grapes. Are you going to bust grapes today? Are you going to be able to shout when you go in that shower and feel like I did it? I did it. Are you going to be true to the word that you have spoken? Some of you spoke some word you forgot you spoke, but other people didn't. They didn't forget. I pray today that those persons come and remind you of the promise that you made, that you just haphazardly made an excuse for and you just pushed it to the side. I pray that someone calls you, texts you, voice note you, shoot you an email, write a comment on your social media post page, whatever, and say, you know, you promised you was going to do X, Y, and Z. What happened? And I pray that you are so convicted by the sound of my voice right now that you could be like, you know what she said, boy, I tell you, she was mashing my corn and making grits today out of me. Hallelujah. Come on, man. Stop making excuses. Isha said, I am blessed by that video. I had dreams that same morning about number. Please send me the website with the numbers, please, please. Thank you. Okay, yeah. I'll post it in this when I get off, Keisha, and whoever wanted to know. Remember, the numbers and whatnot that are the page that I use, as it is a reference tool only. You have to be spiritually connected to the Father to get real revelation. Otherwise, it's just going to be words of man, jibber jabber. You got to understand how to read between the lines. This ain't no Chris. I'll repeat it again on this video like I did the last time. This ain't no, how can I say this? This is not divination. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not promoting divination. I'm saying you use the tools that the Father provides, but you must use them having a spiritual connection with the one, a set apart spirit who will lead and guide you into all truth. Okay, use it wisely. I'll just say that. I don't want nobody to say she over there teaching divination. Devil is a liar and you are too. I am not. That's why I don't share a lot of stuff, because a lot of people don't spend time with the Father to connect with him on a level where he will pour secret revelation into you. All right? So don't be, okay, you understand, Keisha. Okay, good. As long as you understand. Y'all have a great day. I went over my time as usual. Again, 3 minutes. I went over my time, but I just wanted to come on here and be an inspiration. I thought I'd be able to work on my project while I spoke to you on this live, but that ain't going to happen. So I got to get back to what I'm doing. Stop making excuses, people, because in the end of the day, your excuses are delaying the manifestation of your promise. See, the Father is spirit. He needs a body, yours or mine, to work through, right? And if you don't make yourself available for him to bring into the earth the workings, the foundation, the bricks, the window and the door and the roof of your promise, how do you expect it to be built? Because see, if I'm over here working my promise and you think you can come and stake claim to the end result of all the work I did, you are sadly mistaken. And if I'm feeling like that, I'm telling you, nobody's going to build something and then give it to you and say, you know, I built this for you. No. Now you want to come be a part of it, that's fine. But nobody's going to take a vision that they have, build it, and then give it to you. You have to have an invested interest in a thing. That's when you appreciate it most. If somebody just give you stuff, you really don't appreciate it. You will use it and abuse it. But when you had to sweat, bleed, go without sleep, food, water for a long period of time to see that thing built, you appreciate that more and more, right? Stop making excuses. I'm out, y'all. Y'all stop making excuses. I can't stand excuse makers. Now, some of y'all, I expect to get a report back to say, you know what? I went back and I finished that thing I promised I'd do. I put my mouth on it. I put my word on it, and I'm going to keep my word. I'm going to be like the Father. He keeps his word. that's you. Leave a comment, leave a post, and say, you know what? I went back and did what I had to do. I went back and did what I promised I was going to do. I give him my word. And could it be, and this is my last point, could it be the reason why you still stuck where you are is because you didn't keep the promise you made? Could it be the father's like, I'm not doing for you until you say, until you go over there and handle your business? Why should I bless you when you said you was going to do X, Y, and Z? Other people are depending on you doing that so they can get their blessing or their increase. But you neglected that, but you want me to increase you. Remember, your blessing, your increase, your vision, your goal is not just for you, it's for other people to receive their increase. A person doesn't, let me use something I can really relate to. A person doesn't start a business just to gain wealth for themselves. They start a business so that they can spread the wealth, so that they can spread the increase to the employees, to the contractors, to the customers, and so forth and so on. It's not just for you. So when you have a vision and you start it and then you put it to the side, all the people that were going to be increased, made more because of that, they now sitting back like praying and fasting and screaming, and Father, what more? How long? He said, it ain't me. I gave the vision to Sheeta and she dropped the ball. But just hold on, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. Let me tell you something. The Father's got more than one ram in the bush, and if he's given you a vision, he also gave it to someone else. And I saw this testimony a few years ago. Someone came online and they said the Father gave them a business goal or business idea. And they messed around for a year and didn't do nothing with it. And he gave the vision to someone else who got it up and running in a matter of months. She came on, it was a lady, she came on the young lady page, and she wrote that comment herself. She said, the Father gave me this vision over a year ago, and I messed around and didn't do nothing with it. And here you are, the exact same thing the Father told me to do. I know you don't know it, and I know you didn't steal it from me because I didn't work it. The young lady took it, ran with it, and boom, and Bob's your uncle. So don't think because he gave you something, he's going to wait around forever for you to get off your do nothing and get it done. You think he's going to sit around and just take excuse from you? No. He's going to be like, you play too much. You go to the back of the line. Next. Because the next person behind you is more hungrier than you. Let me let that sink in. The next person in line behind you is hungrier than you. Why? Because they've been waiting longer than you. They already got that vision in their head. When I get to the front of the line, I'm eating everything. I'm devout. Look here. Anybody got a dog? I don't have a dog now, but my sister's dog was staying with me. And when you give that animal something in just once, I don't think he chewed at all. He just went done. Like, dude, did you chew? No, because he was hungry. Your excuse is going to cause somebody to eat your blessing, eat your increase, eat your promise. You play too much. That's all I got to say. Y'all have a great day. Share the video. Hope it encouraged somebody. I'm going to come back and check to see if anybody posts anything. She'd say, dang. Sheila, I don't know why he called me to say, call her out. I don't know. It ain't nothing personal. I'm just, hey, he called your name. I don't know. Did I mash a corn? Did I bust a grape? I don't know. You guys are the best. You guys are truly inspiring, and I'm so happy that I'm able to inspire somebody else. Let's drink, not wine, but grape juice together, all right? Bust some grapes.